Kahala, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakate Hawa, Brakate Hawa Shai, Brakate Hawa, Brakate Hawa Shai, Brakate Hawa, Brakate Hawa Shai, Thuwada, Abba, Kal Kadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone that teaches truth, 100% truth according to the Bible. The title of this lesson is going to be As in the Time of Egypt. And first precept is going to be Jeremiah chapter 46, verse 17. They did cry there, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise. He hath passed the time appointed. And same as it is in this day and time, these Edomites, man, they're past that time that was appointed to them, or they're coming close, very close to that time. And they're about to be taken out of power, same as it was with Pharaoh and the Egyptians. And this place here, if you can receive it, is known as today as modern day Egypt, or the daughter of Babylon. It has many other names too. Modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, you just go, because she takes on all the customs of all these wicked kingdoms that ruled before. The book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 6 and 7, and then we're going to read 11. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, Ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick, as heretofore, let them go and gather straw for themselves. Verse 11, Go ye get your straw where ye can find it, yet not aught your work shall be diminished. So they put a task on the people, man, and they had to have those bricks built in order to build their kingdom. And so that was a time of with Shalakia, when Noah was there to when Moses was there to tell Pharaoh, to let the people go. The Lord wanted Israel to be taken out of Egypt and to be brought into their homeland. So, and time of the Egyptian was coming to an end, their power, their rulership. At that time, the Egyptians ruled the earth. It was the same as it is now, today. Our people, the Lord has come to gather up his people by this place. We done served our time, man. Time has been served, just like a prison sentence, So it's time for us to go back to our homeland. And these devils know it. They know the time is up. The gig is up, so to speak. And so same way as they put a task on us during that time of the Egyptians back then, say, we require you to have such amount of bricks in order to be paid or whatever. They wouldn't pay on much. It was pretty much slave labor. And if they didn't get those bricks done without the straw that was needed, harsh punishment was going to be put on them. Same as it is today now. They know this shit's coming to an end. So they got you jakes, man, out here trying to do more for less, And that's the cost of inflation. So they throw inflation in there. They raise the prices of goods and services. And then your paycheck is not keeping up with the price of inflation. So that's, they're doing this on purpose. They flooding the economy. They flooding with these paper dollars, these so-called, these notes. And they flooding the economy with this for goods and services, man. And it's not weighing out, And so they purposely crashing the system. They bringing other migrants over here, from other nations. They piling them into these places. They giving them resources, things that they know they have money for. You see that the debt ceiling, is way up in the trillions of dollars, man. So this is purposely done, man, to put more pressure on you jakes, man, because he don't want to let us go, man. He's trying to destroy us and make us submit. And therefore, he's going to try to bring us to this digital system. So same as it was in the time of the Egyptians, the same as it is now, man. We about to be delivered out of this place. And nothing these devils going to do about it. But at the same time, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, he's hardening the heart of these devils, man. He's building their pride up where they think that, they can offset these prophecies. So we are commanded, man. We're supposed to separate ourselves from this society, man. And not a physical separation, but a mental and spiritual separation from this place. So we don't invest into the society. We're not going to invest into your 401ks, into your investments and all those things, man. We invest our 401k, man, is to the next kingdom to come. We know this place is about to crash. We know they purposely crashing the system so they can bring you into that digital age, man. The book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. And, you know, when it's talking about a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay. So that's what it's getting to. That's talking about inflation. As we see here now, you know, the times we in, you know, a day's worth of work, you know, say you work a 40-hour work week. I mean, you work a 8-hour day, and you make $10 an hour. That's $80, and you buy less with that amount of money, and it's going to be doing it. It's going to be worse than that time there, where a loaf of bread is going to cost you over $80, man. Same as, you know, they did down in the Venezuela, and that's all a setup, man. You know, see what they did down in Venezuela, man. They crashed their economy. They took their stopped buying their oil because they land rich in oil. But by them putting sanctions on and starving the people out, their money was worth nothing. Let's look at the simple definition of inflation. What then is inflation, and why is it so important? Inflation is a rate of increase in price over a given period of time. Inflation is typically a broad measure, such as an overall increase in prices or increase in the cost of living in a country. So right now, our inflation is at an all-time high, man. You know, the pressures on the people, they pumping in these other immigrant nations into these communities, man, and they creating a pressure situation. And that's all by design. So we have to be mindful of that. We have to be very circumspect in these times of how we move. Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So we separate ourselves, man, by not participating in the Babylonian customs, man. These things that are sinful to the Lord, man. These things are smoking to the Lord's nose. You know, we don't celebrate these wicked pagan holidays. We don't eat the abominable foods that they try to give to us, man. And, you know, even though we're still in that captivity, we practice these laws, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, you know, until the Lord comes back and give us these new bodies, man, that we're going to be made perfect. St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the 4 winds and from one end of heaven to the other. So Lord will, you know, that we're able to endure. You know, we've been called. Let's pray that we're going to be chosen, that we're going to be able to finish our course and be delivered up out of this place before it be destroyed, man, by the ICBM nuclear missiles and the Lord's chariots, man, them angels. Going to go to St. Micah chapter 7, verse 15, and we're going to read on down through 17. According to the days of thy coming out of the land of Egypt, I will show unto you marvelous things. The nations shall see and be confounded at all their might. They shall lay their hand upon thy mouth, their ears shall be deaf. And what Egypt is talking about now, during the time of Micah, when it was written, this is after we were delivered out of Egypt, man. So it's talking about this modern day Egypt. We know Egypt right now over there is not a powerful nation. They're not running the whole world. It's talking about this here, Babylon the Great, man, this place in America. The Americas, you know. So it's going to be a miraculous saving or salving of our people, the elect, out of this place, man, before it's being destroyed. The nations shall see and be confounded at their might. They shall lay their hand upon their mouth, their ears shall be deaf. They shall lick the dust like a serpent, They shall move out of their holes like worms on the earth. That's because they're gonna be laying down in fear, man, on the ground, man, crying out to the Lord. When the earth get to shaking, when the Lord get to shaking this earth and make those mountains, you know, these volcanoes start taking off and hailstorms and all type of catastrophe is happening, it's going to suck the life right out of men. You know, they're going to be scared, man. They're going to be felt defenseless. They're going to be like worms crawling on the earth. They shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move out of their holes like worms of the earth. They shall be afraid of the Lord our God, Yahweh, and shall fear because of thee. And you ever see those videos, you know, anybody that's, you know, been fishing or try to, you know, get earthworms out of the earth, they got this thing where they take a stick, they put a stick on the ground, it got ridges on it, and take another stick and go over it, and creates a vibration. And that vibration kind of like mimics an earthquake. And same as it is going to be when the Lord shake this place, man. You know, when you do that, the earthworms, they come out of the ground, you know. They come to get on top of the ground. Well, same as it's going to be when the Lord come to shake this place, man. When he comes to bring judgment on this place, man. People are going to come out of their holes like worms, man. They're going to lay on the ground and be totally defenseless, helpless, you know. It's going to suck all that fear out of these Babylonians. Especially when they see the Lord and those angels, man, come crack them skies, man. They see that fathership. It's going to be the power and the magnificence of it, and, you know, being so huge, you know, something that's unearthly on this plane that we not unable to fathom. You see, it's like a mountain that's floating in the air. And anybody ever been to the mountains, you know, because you know I've drove over the road, man. You go see some of these great mountains, it's like out in the west, and you just see this huge monolith, you know, something so big. Imagine that ship that's similar to that, that's flying in the air. And what fear is going to bring, because you can see the power that's going to be in it. And that's going to be the fathership that's going to be housing Yahweh Shai. So we're going to finish on 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10 and 11. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy the land thereof. That's talking like I was talking about here in modern day Egypt, or modern day Babylon. All those places all compiled into one place, man. All those wickedness, you know, the shit that they was doing on the left hand side, they do the same thing here in this place. And the Lord is going to do a marvelous work here when he gather up his elect, and when he come and destroy this place, man. So with that being said, man, all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Pray this lesson was edifying. With that, say shalom.